Hello there,
Hello there.
Lego Fit guy, Josh here, and I'm coming at you with a review that I am super excited to bring you. This is set number 75342. It has 262 pieces, six minifigures, and retails for about $40. Now, this review to let you know whether it's worth the money, whether it's the matches up the 10 cents per piece, whether it's just a good design and it's worth having on display on your shelf, or maybe it's one that is not as important to get unless you're trying to collect them all, which some of us we are. First up, I want to get into this box. This is absolutely beautiful and I really enjoy this box. We have the set is displayed on a sandy background.
I don't like sand.
Some kind of sand desert planet. Could be like a Geonosis, but it's kind of like a reddish sand, so not really sure what kind of planet, but definitely I love the look. And then up in this upper right hand corner, we've got this black stripe. It's just matching the Hasbro Black Series, as well as we're doing the Lego Black here, which is just kind of, and that's Hasbro symbol of that what's from Clone Wars and what's not, which this having a bunch of non-canon clones definitely is trying to tell you that it is from Clone Wars, or the Clone Wars era, I should say. We got this black greebling that goes all the way around this box, all the way up here, and we got this actual size of a minifigure to show you what they look like, and it continues the greebling all along. And let's get to the back of the box here. Shows you all the features. We got the wheels to make it look like to roll across the floor and make it look like it actually hovers. And then it shows it's got the spring-loaded shooters there. It shows you the front piece that opens. It shows you all the minifigures fighting. Like on the video, subscribe for more just like this, and let me know down in the comments how you are liking this build if you're building this yourself. I think it's time. Let's get this bad boy opened up and let's get to this build. I love these sets that have the pre-perforated punch holes. Then you can just kind of pop it up. And right here, we've got technically 3 numbered bags, but it splits into 2 bags. We got a decently thick instruction manual, and we got like 11 stickers, which stickers are not my favorite. It takes me a while to get them on straight, but I'm gonna get into this build. Okay, now that this build is done, let's get into it. But first, I want to get into the instruction manual. Right here, beautiful instruction manual, nice glossy, and it matches the box art. Really love the consistency there. If you notice in this left hand corner, there's a QR code you can scan with a smartphone. Now add it to your building instruction app that Lego has. You can have a whole account of all your set instructions to rebuild should you take it apart and need to rebuild it. Nice little feature that Lego does. They also, in the beginning of it, advertise that app. Yes, they would. And if you go and skip to page like 9, 8, you'll notice Mace Windu in the corner there. If you turn a couple pages, he's moving. He lets you know how far along in the build you are. Now, there's no percentage, there's no amount of time left, because each builder is going to be different, but it does let you know how far along in the build you are until you reach the end. Really nice feature, and that is brand new for 2022. I think the first one was in January, and they've kept up that so far, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon. Really nice. Now let's set this build aside. So we get 6 amazingly great minifigures, including these 2 battle droids. I mean, they're like any battle droid. If you've got a Star Wars set with battle droids, you know what they look like. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to cover them. They come with gunmetal gray blasters that look really nice. They have just that light, slightly lighter than the black, but they have this nice dark tone to them that I really like. The battle droids themselves are nice and glossy, look brand new from the factory. Stud on the back to put a plate or a signal. You can put an antenna on it, but it does not come with that. And that set them aside. Now, for the 187th, there is a little discussion whether these are canon or not. What I can tell you is they've not appeared in any official movies, cartoons, comics, whatnot. They've only appeared in toy lines. But there is sites that Wikipedia and different sites that have made their canon story that applies to where they are. They're purple and they were created for Mace Windu, hence the purple. And Sam Jackson really wanting to stand out, created a purple lightsaber. So he had purple clones that were created for that purpose. They were first came to fruition in 2007 in a toy line and have since had different toys made after them, and Lego is now joining that and making them. These guys look really nice. They have the 2020 helmet design, which I really love. It's, in my opinion, better than the 2014, and you can actually move their head and turn them side to side. They have a regular black blaster. Their helmet has purple that accents really nicely with that white. Let's take off the helmet, and they have a dark head, but that isn't new. They did that in 2020, and they kept that up. So good job, Lego. And you notice that they have a black piece on their shoulder area, and they continue the purple accent on the clone armor. Now the leg printing, normal knee pads, and then they have that toe printing. Lego's been keeping that up since 2020, and I'm really thankful for that. I do one little thing. I wish that they would do some hip printing. Maybe if we keep on asking for it, Lego will do it eventually. And on the back here, just regular old clone printing with purple accent, as you would expect for a purple clone. Move on to the clone commander. And he has a nice long blaster with an extra piece. Lego calls it the candlestick piece to make it look pretty good. Like I like that Lego's been doing that, and I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna remove that. Now with him, he looks like an airborne trooper. And I was reading up on it, and that is because in training, when Jango Fett was training, this exact clone commander, he doesn't have a name, he's not named yet, but he chose to wear airborne trooper even though he was promoted to commander. He has the same head as the other guys, and his helmet looks like an airborne trooper. Helmet has really nice mold design, as well as just a slight purple accent, and very accurate to the actual character. And he's got really nice printing, the same accented, and then just the lower torso, he has the starting of tan to symbolize a waistcape that he would wear, and that continues down to the leg printing. Now I do wish that Lego would actually give us waistcapes again. They haven't. They only seem to do that in battle packs lately, in the last 10 years. Maybe they can bring that back. I'm not really sure why. I wish that Lego would give us a reason. They have yet to answer that. And if we continue on down, he has toe printing just like the other clones do. I'm going to move aside. I'm going to go to the last figure. And it is none other Mace Windu. He has a purple lightsaber with a frosted blade. Looks a little bit more accurate than the previous blades, which had the bubbles inside it. I'll remove that so we can go into detail. We'll start with his head. Looks pretty good. It's a good Mace Windu head. It has that stern, kind of slightly angry expression. It works for Mace Windu. And we'll go left arm. Left arm has it has this nice printing. If you notice, it has the Jedi symbol, as well as just beyond that, it has elbow wrinkles, really adding a level of detail which is needed. And then we'll go to his right arm, and he's got more clone armor with the communication system, comlinks, and as well beyond that is more elbow wrinkle printing. Move his arms down so you can see his torso. It has the Jedi robe and all the different layers, different lines to symbolize that. And his leg printing, his leg printing has two colors. He's got the white to symbolize his pants, as well as keeping, but it's also printed on tan legs. So, but it looks really good. And when we move on to this back, it has the lines to symbolize the wrinkles and the different layers to the Jedi robes. And so far, this is my favorite Mace Windu that Lego has done. Good job, Lego. Now let's move on to the build here. This is based on two different designs that Lego combined together. That's what I feel like. The two different Battlefront designs. One that was a little bit smaller, one that's a little bit larger, and we have a medium-sized build here, which is not a bad thing. It's, you know, it's a fun build, but that's not really why I think we're buying the set, and I think Lego knows that. It has this. It keeps this aggressive look. If you notice, let's just talk about the eyes or the windscreen that I think it's supposed to be, so whoever's driving can see, but it's definitely not. It definitely holds that aggressive edge to it. And if you notice right here, these what look like maybe on camera look like printed pieces or stickers. One thing that you want to make sure is this is a sticker and this is a sticker, so two separate pieces. You want to get these as close as possible. I did really well on the right side. Now they're a little off, but they're decently close. Left side not so much. Where I have this one closer to here, this one I have closer to the back. And I should have gotten it a little closer to the front. Nor is it exactly square. I definitely struggle with stickers that sometimes it's just part of Lego, but I'm not going to skip putting on stickers that are needed. And then if we move to this piece here, in Universe, this is not supposed to open, but yeah, Lego, you have to have a way to put minifigures inside, so easy way. So they have this piece. Now they stickered this, all three stickers, to make it look, you know, really, I mean the piece looks really good. The stickers make it look really good. One thing that I wish Lego would do was print this piece. Like, with that many stickers, I think Lego should have printed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. These Republic symbols are also stickers. You know, I think there's definitely a lot here that Lego should have printed. Now these stickers, I'm fine with that. As annoying as they are, they're fine to be stickers, but this cockpit especially, I think it should have been printed. Now, if you open this up, you can stick a minifigure. We're going to choose this regular old clone, 187th clone. I'm going to lean him back so this can close. I'm going to knock pieces off because that's what I do. I'm going to close him up. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be the pilot, but there's no control panel, so I think it's just stick a clone that you can open this up and he's going to jump out and fight. I think that's what the intention there. Now, on the sides of these, you have these big engine blocks, I'm assuming, that are in Universe what would make this hover. I'll show you the hovering feature later. You got that on the right, and you got that on the left. And now, if you look on this front, this piece here, also a sticker. You have like 11 numbered stickers, I think. I think these two aren't the same number, but this hatch, now it has 4 studs on the top. If you have a little bit of a nail, you can grab it. I don't like it, but for me, I still struggle on it, and I wish Lego would have done some extra pieces or some way of a handle. As much as that is in Universe inaccurate, it would have been nice to grab. we have something to grab on. I'm going to open this guy up. Now tip this forward for a second. Inside there is a little piece that is printed that is a control panel. And I think LEGO just did that as that's the driver, that's the weapons, all of it is done by one guy. And that guy is going to be the Clone Commander. Now you can stand him on the back here. And you can see out. You can also, I think there's enough space that you can sit him down. But then, like, they don't. But then you can't close it. There's no way you can close this. You have the antenna on the top, and let's go around to the back. On this back you have this little hatch that can open, and you can stick another minifigure inside. But not well, because you got the ramp in the way. So the only way to do it, you have to stick them in sideways, and probably without a weapon, and then shove it close. Now this is not a side that I would display. Like, I don't know, what set would you really display the back side to? Maybe the Millennium Falcon, because it has that nice engine, but this, display it front side, this open or closed, however you want. Now I skipped over these weapons on purpose. I'm coming back to them. One thing about this, and the one that accidentally fired, notice the studs on either side of that. I wish they'd done white or red 1x2 G-slopes, or they could have done 1x1 G-slopes. Either way, bring that piece count by 4 to 8 pieces, and it would have looked really nice. And I don't, but it is what it is. Now, I'm going to fire the other one. I want to show you. There we go. I'm going to stand. I'll line them up. Now, with this, if you push it towards, it will fire. If you push down, it will not. And you want to hold it. There we go. Shot him down. And then, if we get to turn it around, you got 4 wheels to symbolize the hover effect that this vehicle is supposed to have, which is what the sides are for. And the wheels allow you to roll it around. One thing, on cloth, I think it rolls decently well. It still has like a anti-gravity braking system that is hidden there that seems to stop it. One thing I did forget to cover is these back lights. I'm going to tip that up so you can see a little better. And these are supposed to be fog lights, I believe. Before I wrap up, I'm going to cover, these are the spare pieces you get. Now, a good amount for a battle droid, although I wish instead of a spare battle droid head, LEGO would give us spare battle droid legs. For me, that is how my battle droids break. If they're going to break, they're going to break at the leg pieces. That could have been just how I played with them as a kid, that all my older ones were breaking that way, and maybe new ones are better. But for me, I've never had a problem with the heads breaking. Arms I get, I'm glad we get one each arm. Get an extra lightsaber for Mace Windu just in case you lose it, and a few other extra pieces. Alright, to wrap up, what are my thoughts? So, the price for the set, $40. It has a good amount of pieces, 200 and something, 260? 62. 262 pieces. A decent rest. Is the price per piece? We've been holding on to the gold standard that is 10 cents per piece, and as inflation goes up, as LEGO gets more expensive, everything gets more expensive, it's going to be hard to hold that 10 cents per piece without LEGO just creating builds with a ton of small pieces, just pieces that are worth a penny and will always be worth a penny, or a majority that are that way. If we hold LEGO to the 10 cents per piece standard, this set comes out to be about 15 cents per piece. Still not bad. Is the $40 worth it? For the figures alone, I would say yes. You get 4 exclusive brand new figures. You get that Commander and Airborne Trooper armor. You get 2 187th purple Legion, and you get the best Mace Windu that LEGO's ever created, and that I cannot harp alone. Is the build the best we could have gotten? No. Is it the best we could have gotten for $40? Probably. Especially with the rise of prices going on everywhere. I think this is the best build we are going to get. It might be a downsized build, but it's really good. I enjoy it. It definitely rolls. It's good if you want to play with it and have your battles. It's good for that. If you want to display it, it looks aggressive enough. It looks good enough that it can be displayed. Or if you just want to use it as parts into your own collection, it can be used for that. And you just want the minifigures, they're great for that. You could definitely buy multiple of these and create a whole 187 army. Absolutely, definitely good for that. On Lego.com, they do still limit you to 2. This tank has been hard to come by. I've been trying to get it. I stupidly waited until May the 4th was live, and I missed out on that. And I did not pre-order this. And Lego has not been keeping up with the demand, and so that's one of the things. Is I think it's still back ordered on Lego.com. I think you can get it. It's still available on Amazon, and your best bet is to look into local shops to see if you can find it. And hopefully it becomes, as Lego catches up, the supply becomes a little more than the demand, and you're able to get your hands on it. My opinion here is if you can get your hands on the set, do it. It's definitely worth it just for the minifigures alone. And that was my review of the lovely 75342 Republic fighter tank. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews just like this. We got some great videos coming up down the pipeline. I'm excited to bring them to you. I will see you in the next one. Until then, may the force be with you.